How's everybody doing? And thanks for tuning in to Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles, trucks, cars, and everything in between, including the brand new 2024 Ford Explorer. Do you have some Ford Explorers in your fleet? I feel like I've done 1,000 of these for this one client. Here it is, a brand new one, 2024. And what you're looking at in the front there is our LIN-6 in all amber. If you wanted a little amber white, you could always upgrade that light to the LIN-8, which is exactly the same shape. Same shape, same size, just a higher LED count. 8 LEDs in the LIN-8, 4 white, 4 amber. LIN-6 Amber, 6 LEDs, all amber. Very bright, as you can see. I like my LIN-6 because it's bright straight on like this. And given it has a linear lens, thus the name LIN-6, it is bright on a 45-degree angle, just like this. That linear lens throws the light out at equal brightness across about 180-degree spread. So when you get a little bit off to the side, you can still see the light nicely. That's our LIN-6 in amber. And as you can see there, we have our 90-degree mounting bracket. Now we flipped the bracket around to allow us to screw it from the top down, from the front of the grill there. We did not have to remove the grill. We were able to pass the wiring around through behind the grill. You can drill a hole through the shutters on the side, or you can go around the edge. Either way, the wiring is not too bad to pass from the grill, from that location to the engine bay. I apologize, I'm going to try to show the whole vehicle and then the technical stuff. So around the back here, we've got a 6-head Wicked stick, capable of warning in all amber, all white, or a combination of amber white as shown, also capable of a steady flood override white. If you wanted to use it as a great big reverse light, you probably could, or on a secondary switch, it'll steady white. Now this client didn't take advantage of that, no usage. We just went with the amber white flashing we do on all their fleet. Below that is a set of amber hideaway lights, either our Echo low dome or our HA Duo low dome. Either one will work. The amber hideaway light below, if you prefer an amber white, we also have a sound off amber white hideaway light you could use instead. This is the amber low dome HA Duo. However, like I said, it's just a hideaway light, so feel free to choose a different color. Or if you wanted to upgrade to the amber white sound off light, you could do that as well. Now that roof bar is mounted on one of the factory luggage rack cross members. Now you order the factory luggage rack from your local Ford store. It installs with no tools, clips onto the roof rack as shown, and we've simply fabricated a 90-degree mount for the back of that light stick. Unfortunately, that's not included. You will need to fabricate that locally, but it's very easy to do with a 1-inch by 1-inch piece of aluminum angle from Home Depot or any place like that. To give you just a little how-to on the wiring, we ran it up here, we ran it right down here, we tie it into here with a couple of screw retainers, and we bring it right down here and straight down here behind this hatch. The wiring is able to go right behind the hatch, and it comes out under here. Now we ran this wiring for ease straight down, put a little bit of a self-adhesive tape right there to hold it, and we ran it down right behind the tail light here and into the vehicle through the tail light grommet, the same place we ran the hideaway wire into the vehicle. Very easy to do, very big grommet, nice and easy to run your wiring through. Now the one thing I will say on these new Explorers, which is nice, is these whole side panels pop off. All of this stuff in the back pops off very easily, which allows you to run your wiring from this hideaway through the boot, down under the plastic, across the back, over here. There's a gigantic void where the Police Explorer gets a battery where you can hide some equipment. You may have a second battery there too in yours, depending on trim, but there's a lot of room here, and these panels all pop out, so the wiring is extremely easy to connect up here once it's passed into the vehicle and run it forward. We ran it forward along the driver's side, all the way up along the driver's left foot to our switch location. So that's fairly easy. We don't need to pull out all the interior. We just need to pull this out and run it underneath the kick plates forward. So it's really not a very involved job to do this interior wiring ran on the new Explorers. Now, forgive the shaky camera, but I'll take you on a voyage inside here. This is where we mount our 3/4 switch. It's nice and hollow behind there, and you can get to the wiring right back here Very easy, very nice. So that's where we mount that. The 3/4 fully illuminated switch, very easy to see. Now underneath here, this is where we drill the firewall on these 2020s. Be very careful. Don't just plow through it, but you can drill right there next to the sunroof drain. If you don't have a pano sunroof, that hose on the left might be missing, and that would be a great pass-through if you don't have the pano sunroof. Otherwise, if you do, it is a drain. Don't disturb it or ruin it. Go next to it and drill your own hole. That's where we went through the firewall on these 2020 Explorers to make it easy to get underneath the hood. Now I'll show you under the hood. Here you can kind of see where we've extended with 22.5. Our grill lights, left some slack, ran them over this way. Same thing over there. Now as far as power and ground, you have a nice ground stud right here. You have a power stud at the fuse box here you may utilize, or the battery is right over there, whichever you prefer. We utilize the fuse box stud right here, and we put our inline fuse holder right here. Right here, of course, it's going to be fighting me now. Come on now. Come on now. This is funny. You got me looking funny on the camera. Okay. Where is it? There it is. I do like to leave a little bit of slack because you never know what kind of work Ford's going to need to do. But there's our inline fuse holder. Grabbed off this stud on the fuse box, but you could easily do that on the battery as well. This clip goes right back in this back corner here. Drops in place. And then these three lock back in. Very good. So, and again, factory ground right there. Fairly easy to install this kit. Really not a whole lot to it. If you like it, awesome. If you have any questions, please get a hold of us. And happy shopping. Thanks again for tuning in to Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, and brand new 2024 Ford Explorers. If you've got an Explorer like this, hit us up. We'll get you going. I'll show you the back one more time and we'll close out the video. And there you go. If you're around the Chicago area, you might see these. I believe there's about 40 of them running around the Chicago area for a very large engineering company. And we've done quite a number of these silver Explorers. So keep an eye out on the road. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings. We'll see you guys later.